Kara, is it true that you quit your job?
What? Oh, yes, it's true. I quit my job.
Oh, what are you doing? The company my husband works at went bankrupt. So we were planning on having you and Adam give us money from now on.
Huh?
Is this some sort of harassment? Oh, it is, right? Is that why you quit your job?
No, it's not. I didn't know your Mr. Dawson's company went bankrupt until now. I quit my job at the company because the side job I had started gaining momentum. So I decided to just quit it.
What? A side job? Does that mean you're just going to work for some extra cash? You're going to rely on Adam's salary and use the money from his side job for yourself, right?
No, that's not it. It's been 2 years since the salary I earned from my side job greatly surpassed the one from my job at the company. It was getting difficult to do both, so I decided to choose one and focus on that. I talked with Adam about this.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me about it?
Well,
you didn't tell us because you're hiding something, right? Which means that this side job of yours doesn't pay as well as you say it does. If I had known about it, I never would have let you quit your job at the company.
This is why Adam said it's best if I didn't tell you guys. You don't listen to a word I say and just immediately start attacking me.
What?
Have you heard the term toxic parent?
Oh, what are you on to?
This is the perfect timing, so I'll tell you. Adam and I are going to be moving.
You're moving?
I have no intention of explaining when you can't even understand why I quit my other job. I'll just say that this was Adam's idea.
Hold on! It's you and Adam's job to support us!
Why don't you two ask your other son for help, the one you gave all your attention to?
What? But Damien is too sensitive of a person to get a job. Oh, don't be ridiculous!
Don't you realize that pampering him like that is probably why he's 41, unemployed, and living with his parents?
What?
Goodbye.
I finally found your new address, Kara. It wasn't easy. I had to give my relatives a bunch of money to make them talk.
Huh? Mrs. Dawson?
Oh, it looks like you didn't block me.
I didn't block you on purpose because I didn't know just what you people would do if I completely shut you out.
Well, it looks like someone's still as rude as ever. Anyways, it seems like you still don't have a job.
What?
I've been watching you these last few days. But you only leave the house when you go shopping or jogging.
You've been watching me? Just what are you thinking?
I know that you're not in the house right now. So I had my stuff moved into the house.
What? What do you mean your stuff? How did you even get in?
Well, I broke that big window that leads from the yard to the living room.
You what?
Anyway, me moving into your house isn't important. I'm just surprised you still don't have a job. Isn't it normal for wives these days to have one? And to think I came all this way just so you and Adam could finally do your job and support me. Why is it that you haven't done anything to prepare for my arrival?
Because we were never planning on letting you move into our house.
What did you just say to me?
I told you this before. Did you forget?
You didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Adam, you're still outside, right?
What's wrong, Kara? I dropped off the stuff and on my way home. I'm at a gas station right now.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't bump into her.
What is it?
Your mother found out where we live and broke in through the living room window.
What? She broke the window? Looks like she's still as crazy as ever.
Judging by the text she sent earlier, she still hasn't given up on getting us to support her. She says she's moved into our house, so she's probably not just going to leave.
Jesus.
What are we gonna do? We probably have to go home, but it's going to be quite the hassle once we do, since your mom's already broken in.
This is the worst possible timing. Oh, I see. Now, huh?
What is it?
I tried thinking about it from a different perspective. Ever since she found out I worked at A Industries, Mom hasn't stopped telling me to give her money.
Yup.
She ignored me at first when I told her about the company I got into after I graduated high school. But she found out that it was one of the largest companies in the industry after I got interviewed by a local newspaper, which is why she now thinks I get paid well.
So that's why. I was truly shocked when I found out that she wanted you to give her basically your whole salary every month.
Truly. At the time, it was only 7 years since I graduated high school and got the job at A Industries. My parents probably thought that I got paid as much as someone who graduated from a prestigious university and got an official position. It looked like aliens the way they kept asking me for money. I assume nothing's changed in their attitude, so she's probably gonna ask me for money again. But now that it's only 2 weeks until I start my new job, I'm basically unemployed right now.
Oh, I understand. You mean that we should take advantage of this situation, right?
Let's decide on what to do before we go home. Where are you right now?
I'm at the supermarket I always go to.
Okay, I'll pick you up by car, so wait for me by the entrance of the main road. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Got it.
Kara, I heard what you and Adam were talking about last night. To think that you were actually against me moving in and have no intention of supporting me. But aren't you the one who's living off of Adam's salary? You're just afraid that if I move in, you won't be able to spend as much money on luxuries anymore, aren't you? Of course that's it. The fact that you still don't have a job is proof. If you have no intention of getting a job and supporting your mother-in-law, then get out. Starting from today, this house is me and Adam's. I decided that I'm going to depend on Adam from now on, which means that there's no room for parasites like you anymore.
I understand. I'll leave tonight.
My, you're so obedient.
It just means that I have no intention of supporting you, and neither do I want to live with you. I'm going to be packing my things, so goodbye.
Acting all tough, are we?
Did you get there yet, Kara?
Yup, I just arrived. I ate the dinner I bought from the convenience store while surrounded by cardboard boxes.
That sounds fun, I guess.
I've got work that's nearing the deadline, so I'll need to set up the computer, though.
I see. You seem as busy as usual, but don't overwork yourself, alright? Mom's calling me. I'll settle things in 3 to 4 days, but I won't text you too much just in case.
Got it. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
Thanks.
Kara, get back here immediately.
What?
Now that it's come to this, I don't mind if it's just you. Get a part-time job or something just to earn the money to support me.
Huh? You kicked me out of the house after insulting me, and now this?
It's not my fault. I didn't know at the time. Adam hasn't left the house in the past 3 days despite it being a weekday. I asked him what's wrong when he told me he wanted to quit his well-paying job at the company. He told me this morning. I kicked him out and told him not to come back until he finds a job. He's probably looking for one right now, but someone as useless as him probably won't be able to find a job so easily. You will be the one who will support me until he comes back. Get back as soon as possible.
Have you ever thought about getting a job yourself?
Huh?
I heard this from somebody else, but it seems you got divorced with your husband. It all started when your eldest son, Damien, left the house. Because Adam and I have left, you two had no one left to rely on. So you forced Damien, who's been unemployed for over 20 years now, to get a job at a local bread factory. But once the 3 months of probation was over, he was assigned to someplace far away. Damien apparently realized that working at a bread factory was his calling, so he went. No one's been able to contact him since.
I had no idea something like this would happen.
Mr. Dawson was the one who gave Damien the pamphlet for the job, right? You blamed him for Damien leaving, which was the start of a huge fight. In the end, you were kicked out of the house. You realized that at this rate, you would become homeless. So you used the money you got after the divorce as a bribe to get one of our relatives to give you our address. Am I right?
Yes, but still, what is it with you two? How is it that both of you are unemployed?
Well, I for one plan to work hard from now on.
Yes, keep doing so. So you're finally going to do what I say. Then go get a job so you can support me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh?
You know, the two of us were actually preparing to move before you barged into our house.
What, you're moving again?
Didn't you notice that all our stuff has already been moved out?
Oh, now that you mention it, it is a bit empty here. Oh my God, is your stuff really not here?
You really didn't notice until I told you? You really do only think about yourself, do you?
Well, I guess it's all right. At least I have a house now.
Oh, we're only renting that house.
Huh?
We've already terminated the contract, so get out of here by the end of this month, okay?
What? But...
Adam's arrived at the new house, so bye now.
Kara! But then who's going to support me?
Damien was the one who told me about his parents' divorce. Me and Adam's successful escape from his toxic parents apparently had a huge impact on him. He took advantage of being made to work at a bread factory and asked himself to be assigned someplace far away. Nowadays, he seems busy with work, saying that there's so much to remember. But he does seem like he's having fun. Mr. Dawson also apparently found a job, albeit a low-paying one. Miss Dawson, on the other hand, realizing that she was now all alone after failing to move into her house, she headed to the nearest job center. She was temporarily relieved after finding a job that came with accommodation, but apparently was so relieved that she was late for her first day. She didn't even apologize and keeps making similar mistakes every day. It's probably only a matter of time until she's fired.
Hey, Phil. Do you have a minute? I got to the wedding hall and to the waiting room for relatives when a security guard approached me and escorted me out. What's going on? I'm your sister, for God's sake. Why do I have to be kicked out?
Are you for real? You actually came?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I wasn't really up to it, but Mom and Dad said I should show up today. Thought it would at least make things look good. Like we're a normal family or something. I really didn't want to. But they insisted and I show up and this is how you treat me? I knew I should have just ignored them. I really didn't expect to be treated like some dodgy character off the street.
Oh yeah, about that. I asked the wedding hall to kick any suspicious-looking people out. In particular, I told them I had good information that my younger sister was attempting to sneak into the wedding and disrupt the festivities and ruin her brother's happiness. I even gave them a photo of you so when they spotted this penniless beggar girl, I instructed them to send you packing.
Are you for real? Besides, for your information, I'm not penniless. Why would I even try to disrupt your wedding? I have nothing to gain by doing that.
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
The fact is, you work for a company that's a client of ours, a subcontractor, to be precise. Which means me, your brother, works for the bigger company and the younger sister at a meager subcontractor. I can't believe we're relatives. I mean, the difference here is overwhelming. The truth is, you envy me so much that you would interfere with my success any way you could. Am I right?
That's where you're wrong, Phil. I don't envy at all. But I do think you're a pain in the ass.
Huh? A pain in the ass? How am I a pain in the ass?
You're being a pain in the ass right now! I was interested in joining this company from way back, and I went through a lot of hurdles to finally get this position. It just so happens that my company had business dealings with your company. It was nothing that I had planned. So why am I being held accountable? Makes no sense. You're being a total pain in the ass.
That does not change the fact that you're a subcontractor. That means your company can't survive without us providing you with work. You work at this company, which means you rely on us to survive. A bottom feeder is what you are.
Are you still living in the 1950s or something? That's the kind of small-mindedness that drives me crazy.
What are you saying, that I'm old-fashioned?
I heard that your company president and ours has been a long-time family friend for generations. So, I wouldn't make such derogatory remarks in the office if I were you. If you did something stupid at work, I would be super embarrassed. So, please, don't.
Oh yeah, bark all you want. You really think you can outdo me? We're the main contractor here. Get it? Main and sub. You're the sub, Marge. Get that through your little head. As proof, although it's a weekend, weren't you supposed to work today?
Pardon me? Why?
I'm sure you know that I handle all business dealings between your company and more, right? I just called your company and demanded that they get that latest project done a week early.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Well, I can't really talk about the details because it's confidential, but when I was on the phone, the staff were in pure panic mode. So I'm pretty sure you'll be getting a call any time now. Good luck with that.
Hold on a second. Are you for real? You move a project deadline up a week? And you give no concrete reason for doing so? You can't be serious. As a business, that is not acceptable.
What have I been saying for the last few minutes? That's what it means to be the main contractor. A sub has no say in how we do business. It's probably for the better that you not attend the wedding anyway. Better if you get to work on the project. I'd rather you not be here. You just ruined the whole atmosphere.
I hope you're not dragging business into personal matters.
You better get going. Your staff is a panic.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I better get over there.
It's hard being penniless, isn't it? Not time to rest.
Better talk to the CEO and apologize.
Yeah, you do that. Get that project done on time, or no more further contracts.
Hello, Mr. Jensen. Can we talk?
Oh, that you, Marsh? What's up?
I'm using the company line for business reasons. Sorry.
I see. Yeah, no problem. Okay, sounds like it's something important. What's up? Oh, by the way, wasn't it your brother's wedding day today?
I'm contacting you because this may be an emergency situation. Because of me.
Seriously? An emergency situation?
Was there some sort of inquiry into the current project that the R&D department is working on with my brother's company? Which, as you know, is the main contractor?
What kind of inquiry?
I think it's about Project A. I heard they were going to move the project deadline by 1 week. I was wondering if my brother had contacted the project manager, or possibly the site superintendent. Maybe you, perhaps.
Do you mean the issues we have with our main contractor? Ace Industries? Come this Monday, we plan to end the project by the end of business day.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, sorry about that. We haven't had time to put out a proper announcement, being that it's still Saturday and all. Figured we would put something out by the end of the week.
Was there a problem with Ace Industries?
Actually, yes. The guy running the whole project, the staff said he's a little, patronizing toward them. And the deadlines as well as pricing, it's all haphazard. I was getting a lot of complaints from the on-site managers and staff, and the whole situation has created a totally negative atmosphere in the workplace. We agreed to terminate the project as of Monday. We'll complete it on time, but after that, we don't intend to renew any more new contracts with Ace.
I see. I just want to verify something. The person who is in charge of the project at Ace Industries is...
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid it's your brother Phil.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'm really sorry for this, him being my brother and all.
Don't worry about it. I know all about your family situation, no worries. We have several major projects going now, and they plan to renew going forward, so as for, company profits, it won't hurt to lose a contract with Ace Industries.
I'm glad to hear that. Long as there's no major loss to the company.
But why did your brother talk to you directly about this situation?
Sorry to burden you, but you're at the office today, right? If possible, I would like to hear a bit more of the details regarding this matter. If it's okay with you, that is. Could you spare a bit of time?
No problem. I'll be here in my office. Stop at any time.
March! March, pick up!
Would you stop? What the hell do you want? I've gotten 50 messages from you in the past 15 minutes.
Well, that's because you won't reply.
I was driving. I had my phone on manner mode. Didn't see it until I got to the office. So, what's the rush? What do you want?
Get back to the wedding hall right this second.
You can't be serious. 1 minute you kick me out, the next minute you want me back. What the hell do you want? You're a real pain in the butt.
Where the hell are you right now?
Like I said, I just arrived at the office. After what you said, I was worried and decided to stop in. So, what is this? Something happened over there?
I really think I screwed up.
Excuse me?
About moving that project up 1 week.
Yeah, that's why I'm at the office. I wanted to check up on that. I just talked to the president about that, and he says the project will be terminated by the end of business on Monday. But said they will clear up any loose ends according to the contract, but they don't plan to renew next year. What's this all about? What you do?
That project was supposed to go to another subcontractor. I was handling several different clients and I got the subcontracting companies wrong. I thought you were working at that company and I told them to move up the project date. But then I found out that the CEO of that company was my wife's relative, and a staff member contacted my boss, and long story short, they found out I was trying to hide the fact that I made a mistake on the project deadline date.
You're kidding, right?
He just came into my fiance's room screaming and yelling about it.
Let me get this straight. You screwed up with the project deadline. You tried to cover it up by blaming me and my company for the mistake. Is that what you're trying to say? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. How could you screw up the companies?
Shut your mouth. I wasn't asking for your opinion. That's why I want you back here ASAP.
Why should I go back there? That would solve nothing.
We can just say that you screwed up the project deadline.
Wait, what?
I'll work something out and all the blame can be laid at your feet.
You've totally lost it, Phil.
What?
The department I work for has zero connections with Ace Industries. That's R&D's project. And the mistake you made with the deadline date was with another subcontractor, right? I have no relationship to this project or to your company. Blaming it on me just won't fly.
But maybe.
Excuse me?
We can. There must be.
Hello? Hey, are you still there? What, is your phone busted or something?
No.
Is that you, Phil? You're not making sense. I really thought your phone totally shut down. Overheated, perhaps?
My marriage, it's over. I got a divorce. It's only been a few days.
Oh, yeah? Well, you really did a number on that subcontracting company. Owned by your wife's relative, I hear.
On top of that, I'm getting fired.
Pardon me?
At this rate, I know I'm going to get terminated. I figured I had it coming with that project deadline fiasco. But then the CEO and sales rep from your company shows up and tell us that they have terminated all future contracts with us going forward.
Yeah, I heard about that. They tell me that you were very patronizing towards them and made quite a few unrealistic demands. You created such negative work environment that they saw no other choice but to cut ties with Ace Industries. By the looks of it, it seems like you've been treating other subcontractors the same way.
But it's the duty of all subcontracting companies to obey all demands of the main contractor. That goes without saying. All these companies have no appreciation for us.
That's the kind of attitude that gets you fired.
Sorry, but I'm not fired quite yet.
To me, it just seems like a matter of time. I mean, I see zero remorse for what you did. You have no feelings of regret for all the trouble you caused those subcontractors.
Why am I to blame for everything?
Don't ask me, Phil. Like I keep telling you, you're a total pain in the ass.
Not that again.
You're not a kid anymore, Phil. Work it out yourself. See you around, big brother. My brother got divorced just 4 days after his wedding. They made him pay the entire cost of the wedding, and also a fair amount as compensation. Yes, and he eventually got fired. Due to his patronizing business methods, some clients were severely traumatized by his actions and ended up needing psychiatric care. I'm pretty sure there will be consequences for this later on. Some will probably sue him for emotional distress. At first, Ace Industries was contemplating relocating him to another branch, but due to the potential legal problems, they decided to let him go. So, now my folks were burdened with an unemployed son, with a significant debt to pay off, and potential lawsuits pending. As for me, I told my folks I was marrying the CEO of the company that Phil had severely berated. You really should have seen their faces when I gave them this news. They knew full well they could never rely on me for help. They always favored my big brother over me. And Phil hasn't changed his animosity towards me in the least. Last I heard, the three of them are living